29 and 30. Now this is a new, for me, a new understanding of these scriptures. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. And if your right hand offend you, cut it off and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that your whole body should be cast into hell. Now it's on these two scriptures that the whole doctrine of an infernal hell is preached in the church. And this is what the Lord told me that those scriptures really mean. The right side is the side of blessing. If the merciful way you look at things or do things, if merciful judgment, or if a merciful opinion, of a conclusion that you come to because of mercy, neutralizes or negates righteous judgment. If you are looking at that thing that you or that someone else did that was wrong, and you're having mercy on them, stops you from telling them that it's wrong, or stops you from trying to put, if it's your own self, let's say it's somebody else. If your mercy doesn't judge the sin and the person keeps on sinning and hurting other people, if the mercy that's coming out of your right eye, the way you look at it and understand it, and your right hand, the way you react to this sin, if it negates righteous judgment, it is better to cut off the mercy and become hard-hearted than to experience the painful, either societal or personal problems that come into existence when righteous judgment is cut off. That's what Jesus was talking about. If political correctness is stopping you from disciplining your children, if political correctness or fear of your wife is stopping you from telling her the truth, that she's not relating to you properly, or ladies, you're not in the same position as the man is, but I can't apply it to the women. If the way you're looking at it, okay, if you're telling yourself, well, you're not going to correct that person because you have mercy on them, you're not going to correct your children because you love them too much. Okay? If what you call mercy is cutting off righteous judgment and condemning that person to the sowing and reaping judgment, you are better to be a hard-hearted person and judge righteous judgment than to be a person that justifies sin and lets it continue in the world. I think someone has a question. I heard someone on the phone. Does someone have a question?
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Sandra. How are you?
Sorry, I didn't think you heard that. I just went off mute. It's funny that you heard it.
I heard
I
you.
just have a quick question.
Okay.
I just have a quick question about the mercy and neutral. I wrote down, I was trying to hurry up and take notes. And you said mercy neutralizes righteous judgment. So are you saying, when you first started saying that, were you saying that that was a good thing? Or you just continued explaining that and saying, no, that wasn't a good thing? Because if what you're perceiving, because you're talking about an ungodly political correctness, correct? Not the mercy of God.
Yes, I didn't say you shouldn't have mercy. I said if your mercy, because everything is in degrees, Sandra. So you could have mercy on somebody. Let's take your children. Okay, your child is doing something wrong, and you love your child. That this mercy is taking form of love for your child. Okay, you can love your child and correct them in a manner that will produce the right result and cause the least amount of pain. That mercy is okay. But if that mercy is so extensive that it stops you from bringing the correction, then you're better off being a hard-hearted person and coming down with the judgment in a hard-hearted way than not bringing the judgment at all.
Yep. Okay. Got it.
Got it?
That reminds me of what you talked about. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I wasn't saying anything.
I was just thinking it reminds me of what you've taught about the Tiferet, or that middle line where you're neither too soft or too harsh judgment, but you're in the middle in that godly.
Exactly. That's what the left and right column of the Sephirot represent. Okay, the two extremes, the two extremes, and ideally they're to come together and balance each other, and bring the middle column into existence, which is righteous judgment, which is correction with mercy, correction with understanding and explanation, and no condemnation. Sometimes you have to be hard. You can't really be kind. Maybe sometimes it's not possible. But the issue is no condemnation. Okay?
Amen.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. That was very good.